it's Mike again. I'm going to mix things up a little bit from the PvP I've been doing and start to level a new alt. It's been ages since I've actually done a whole lot of leveling through Kalimdor because I've been focusing mainly on gnomes and dwarves for quite a long time now. So I want to refresh my memory on the storyline by playing a class that I really don't know much of anything about, which is Rogue. So I've picked a Worgen, and I'm going to spend some time just refreshing my memory on the storylines and things like that. So without further ado, let's get started. One of the things that I like to do is really spend time looking at the quests. Like, I won't read everyone out loud necessarily, but I like to spend a bit of time doing rather than just going through and randomly killing stuff.
Indomitable king, Greymane. The proud citizens of Gilneas once stood with the Alliance against the vile orcish horde that
I love Gilneas.
of Lordaeron. Gilneas survived, but in the chaotic years following the Second War, the mighty kingdom drew ever inward. Distrustful of their former allies, the Gilneans erected a mighty wall at the borders of their land, closing off their nation and their hearts from an ever-darkening world. Now, many years later, as the seemingly unstoppable undead scourge marches across Lordaeron, human civilization once again teeters on the brink of destruction. As war and terror close in all around them, the citizens of Gilneas are faced with one terrible truth. Their mighty wall cannot hold back the dead for much longer. And worse, rumors of a new threat have arisen within the kingdom's borders, of feral nightmare creatures that walk upright as men, but hunt and howl as wolves.
Oh God, it's so fantastic. It's got such a Victorian era feel to it, like pre-industrial. It's really, really fantastic. All right, so I'm not going to do this the un-heirloomed way because it's just way too tediously slow. And I mean, among other things, the changes in this last expansion have made leveling, in my opinion, a lot less pleasant, I think, than it used to be. Like, I do like not out leveling a zone, but I don't like the fact that it's, I don't know, it feels really slow. And when you've got 110 levels before you hit max level, you want to be able to do things faster, not slower. So I'm not sure that I necessarily agree with the changes that they made personally, but that's just me. All right, so do I have everything in there? Yeah. Okay. So what do they have me as? Assassination, which is actually what I was going to do. Okay. The city's under complete lockdown. I'm just a citizen at this point. Find Lieutenant Walden in the northwestern edge. Okay. See, top hats and things like that. It's just, I love the motif. It's really, really fantastic. But what's this? Crows devouring Lieutenant Walden's lifeless corpse? Something's afoot. Deep claw marks run through the man's corpse. Return to Prince Greymane. So, I think I won't use my my chauffeur, which, if you didn't know, I can't really get to it anyway because of where I put the video image here. All hell breaks loose. Worgen, where are they coming from? Okay, so we need to kill some Worgen because they're attacking the citizens. The citizens aren't safe anymore. Help us by evacuating the civilians' homes. All right, and then there's also Gwen Armstead over here. She's got a very lovely hat. We might look at that for a second. I love the attire. Anyway, so salvage crates. Got it.
For me today.
Well, that was easy. I'm already level 2. So I had to spend some time thinking about what my personal backstory was for this character. I don't do that for all characters, but I have long struggled to play a rogue because perhaps because I play so many healers in PvP, rogues are a pain in the ass when you're a healer, and it's really sort of tainted the perspective that I have of them, for rightly or wrongly. Okay, auto loot. I'll put my action bars on. Return to game. Okay. So what I decided to do with this particular character is just make him a criminal.
I need to get closer.
And I figure that he gets into trouble and he's used to breaking the law. He only feels that he only follows laws in as much as they benefit him personally, and if they don't, then in his mind there's no point to them. Oh, I'm being attacked.
I'm out of range.
Back, you cur. So hopefully that will help me resolve the internal conflicts I've had for a long time about rogues. Because my daughter mains a rogue, and she says that they're really quite fun. So I'm gonna follow in her footsteps and see how we go. And there we are again. Okay, so from memory, there's some other stuff that, from what I understand, the play style of assassination feels a bit like Feral Druid, so I'm hoping that I'll settle into it fairly easily. We'll see. Okay, so I've got all my quests done. I'm going to go talk to Prince Liam. It's no use. They're not letting up. Okay, this is not looking good. Good job. Many Gilneans will live to see another day. I certainly hope so.
What can I do for you? Keep your chin up, eh?
For my people.
Okay. Check in with Gwen Armstead when you cross the bridge. I will stay here with the guards and cover civilians and retreat. Go now. That's an order. I'm not going to salute you. I'm a criminal. I mean, just look at that. Does that look like the outfit of somebody who respects the law? I think not. Yeah, that's a huge rat. I mean, that's like this, bigger than my foot. Okay, here she is.
Ain't you a chipper-looking one?
A little shaken but alive. That's good. Okay, there's Worgens on this side of the city. Seems a little disappointed when I told you. Wow. Okay, she doesn't like me very much. A woman named Lauren is looking for me. She seemed disappointed when I told you were all right. I think she mentioned she owes you money. I see. Well, I better collect on it then. Lauren the Fence. That name strikes me as familiar. I think she actually shows up again later in the game. Okay, we should heading south with the other survivors. Speak to King Greymane. Alright, you got it. I think that originally that was where one of the quests used to give you instructions on how to use, I guess it was Eviscerate, but not anymore, I take it. Godfrey, I think I don't like you because I remember what happens, but I won't do spoilers yet. Crowley is exactly the type of person we need. Oh, what's this? Hang on, I've never read this before. Lord Darius Crowley has been called many things: rebel, traitor, terrorist. Before the Civil War, I called him friend. Never blamed him for leading an insurrection against me. His land and people were separated from Gilneas by a stone wall, but we had no choice. Oh, so you built a stone wall that put him on the outside. Geez, no wonder. I think I'm going to have to take... I think I like this Crowley guy. I'm going to have to look that guy up. Do me a favor and do something useful and kill these cursed flea bags. Yeah, alright. I think you're a spoiled rich guy, but I'll go kill some Worgens. I don't have any issues with killing people. I'm an assassin after all. Wow, the energy generates so slowly. Hopefully this will not be the case forever. I am only level 4 after all.
It's too far away. I need a target.
I need a target. I love the fact they've got English accents.
Hail, traveler.
Greymane wants to save Crowley. Has he gone mad? Crowley has been holed up upstairs, probably plotting against the king as we speak. Oh, just chill.
We must face our fears.
This Crowley guy sounds like my kind of guy. Let's go ingratiate ourselves.
I need to get closer.
There he is. Oh, an eye patch. And shirtless. There's somebody who doesn't really care what the king thinks. Yeah, okay. Hold back the Worgen atop the prison for 2 minutes. You got it.
I need to target something first.
Oh, I love the architecture of this city. I would love it if Blizzard let us come back and retake Gilneas at some point. I kind of doubt it. But it would be really neat to see what you could do with a city like this as a hub, you know, where there's actual vendors still there and things like that. I mean, I really do love the architecture. I mean, much more so than Stormwind. Stormwind's really cool looking from a perspective of a traditional castle, but I much prefer this. It looks like the sort of Jack the Ripper era. Lots of Gothic spires and... Okay, maybe not Gothic. Gothic was earlier than that. But it's just, yeah, it's a cool ambiance. I do the XP that I'm getting is faster than I had expected, which is good. But the speed at which you're killing people, it feels really tedious. I know this is part of the scaling, but I think particularly given I've got heirlooms on, I would expect to take people down a bit faster than that. Certainly, it used to be the case. I cannot imagine how it would feel for somebody who has no heirlooms and is doing this with the whatever drops you get in the quest screens and things like that. I think it would just be excruciating. Okay. For the first time since the Civil War, I agree with Greymane. Okay, you got it. The tattered flag is a nice touch as well. Like if I just zoom out slightly here, if I can get a good look at it, you see on the flagpole over there, it's not a whole flag. I mean, that's very sort of representative of the turmoil that's going on in the city and the fact that there was a civil war. That's not something I ever really paid attention to before. So it's an interesting bit of insight into the Gilnean history. And for me, that's one of the main reasons that you play an RPG like this, is for the story. I do PvP because it's fun, but I think the meat of the game for me is actually understanding why the conflicts happen and the origins from it and that kind of thing. I find it really fascinating. Looks like we're hardly putting a dent in their numbers. That's right. Sadly. Rebel arsenals in my own city. Yeah, okay. You two obviously have a bit of a history. So, was smuggled into the city by my enemies. Yeah, it's true. If I was a king, I'd be worried about that too. But at the moment, we've got bigger problems. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with going into this deep, dark, abandoned-looking cave and talking to this guy who looks terrified in the corner. Josiah Avery. What's wrong with me? Don't look at me. Leave me alone. My God, Josiah, you've been bitten by a Worgen. Probably nothing, but it stings a little. One of the things that I didn't notice straight away is when you hover over this, it gradually changes the tooltip as you go along. So at the moment, the wound looks minor. Maybe it'll go away with time. Yeah, let's just ignore it. Wow, you look really serious there, Lorna. Look at that defiant look of I'm not going to take any crap. Okay, defeat 6 blood fang lurkers. Okay. Go get her, Ray. That's Ray, the dog.
I need a target.
Because that's just what I decided to call him. Okay, so I'm very particular about how I do stealth, because being a feral druid for a long, long time, Q is what I use for stealth. I know it's probably not what everybody uses, but it's what works for me. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to sneak up. I know it's originally a strafing ability.
I don't have a target.
It's just, I don't know. I've fiddled with my key bindings for many years now, and I've just decided, I came to the conclusion that Q is for hiding. Well, unless you're a warrior, in which case it's for heroic leap.
I need a target.
And my interrupt's always the same as well. It's the key next to the number 1. I thought about calling myself Sneaky Pete, but I suspect that's taken. Sneaky Pete being the NPC rogue that fights against you when you're doing the island expeditions, and he yells, "Sneaky Pete!" Excellent. Okay. It's time. We'll take it from here. Tell Greymane that my father's arsenal will be at his disposal. You got it. Okay, so the tooltip, just looking at the tooltip, still looks the same. Maybe it'll go away. Yeah, let's not bother showing it to anybody. I suppose as a criminal, I wouldn't naturally entrust this sort of detail with somebody that I didn't want. Somebody who might use it against me. Okay, I knew Crowley would come through. Oh, now you're just chummy with him. You were just, slagging him off not too long ago. 100 quests already? Wow, okay. All these years after the war, and Crowley was still hiding enough firepower in that cellar to level half of the district. Might come to that. Wow. Okay, so we have to rescue Krenin. It's not just any civilian. Krenin Aranis is one of the most brilliant alchemists this world has ever known. Wow, that sounds a bit built up slightly. I wonder if it's the same guy that we run into in Dusk. Was it Duskmar? I forget. In the Battle for Azeroth. I don't think it is. But, no, I think it's a different alchemist. Jump down! Save Krenin. Okay, while we're looking at that, I need to see what the name of this...
Owe you my life.
What the heck? You dropped me off in the middle of the Worgen? What kind of horse is this? That's not what happened before. Yeah, great. Now I'm gonna just have to, what, just run myself out here? Bit buggy. I don't want to have to die. I can't just, like, shadow meld or something. Yeah, I'll just run through a herd of rampaging Worgen, and which is, of course, going to kill me now. What the heck? Okay, it obviously doesn't like me looking at the map. Yeah, I think I might resurrect now. I'm glad I'm not playing Iron Man, or I might just have to delete my character. Okay. Okay. Now that I'm not being so rudely interrupted by people who are trying to kill me, let's get my region correct. Drustvar is what I was trying to think of. You know when you rescue that alchemist a couple of times? I thought it might have been Krenin, but I'm pretty sure it's not now that I think about it. All right, so fire at will. Ooh, the tooltip's been updated. Infected bite. The bite wound is getting worse. You don't feel so good. Well, you were bitten by a humanoid wolf person, and surely you would start to wonder what's going on with that. Although, you know, given the assumption that the werewolf mythology is probably not in Gilneas, I wouldn't naturally think that I'm turning into one. Oh, sorry, Worgen, of course, not werewolf. They're completely different. Okay, there's King Greymane again. We're left with few choices. What we do next will be a critical decision. Wow, you're really, really building this up to a crescendo. Duskhaven. All right, Darius, my man. Are you clothed now? That's a nice outfit. Don't turn around. I want to see her. Are you wearing a cloak? Very nice. I like it. Okay, ride with Darius and round up some blood stalkers. Blood Fang stalkers. That sounds awesome. I wonder if they were the ones who actually decided what they would be called. You know, they had this big meeting with all the Worgen and say, we got to call ourselves something cool. Can't be like the mongooses or something. It's got to be like edgy and brooding. Yeah, Bloodfang Stalker. I would have been interested in seeing what the second runner-up titles were. Okay, can we speed this up now? I've already pulled them all. Sacrifices. Okay, so what does this actually say? Let's say, you blasted mongrels. Okay, the details. You don't have to do this. You've done more than enough already. You don't know my backstory, do you? Okay, we're being chased by a whole... I think I've gotten more than 30. I think I've probably marked this quest as complete now. Actually, when we first gained access to the Worgen, I remember one of the big issues that we ran into is you'd pull this massive mob of Worgen up here, and they would kill the quest... The person Tobias Mismantle, they would kill him, and you'd sit there and going, now what? Hopefully that's not still going to happen. I might have jinxed myself. Okay, now I get to use the cannon.
Farewell.
Excellent. Excuse me. I'm talking to my friend Tobias here. Leave me alone.
I'm out of range.
Alright, so I'll start by firing on my own people. Sorry, I am a criminal, after all. Well, 73 already. Oh, I couldn't do any more. Alright.
Ain't you a shipper looking one?
You've done well, Gartham. You've done more than could be asked of any Gilnean. Time to regroup inside. Well, yeah, let's go in a chapel with no other exits and hundreds of man-eating Worgen out here. That sounds like a really good idea. Having said that, there's nowhere else for us to go. Could maybe launch ourselves from a cannon. Okay. The Worgen's numbers are such that we're nearly spent. Oh, bummer.
Chin up, eh?
Scruffy's going to go out the way he lived. So I like to throw in just random comments from popular culture. Scruffy the janitor from Futurama. Wow, okay, can we just take a moment to appreciate this view here? That is gorgeous. I love the stained glass. Again, the architecture is amazing. I might have to do like a fake video of the architecture of Azeroth. I think that's got legs. But anyway, we're being attacked by Worgen, so back to our story. We've given them everything we have, yet they still come. Don't worry, Gartham. We'll slay many more before today is over. I'm not sure I like the tone of your voice there. You're suggesting that we might not actually win. All right, let's see what happens. We've got a good choke point here. Feel free to say a prayer if that's your sort of thing. Nah, I'm good. Take courage and let's kill these mutts. Sounds good. I'm going to sneaky up here and stab him in the kidneys. Yeah, take that, you blasted mongrel. I'm not sure if I'm using the right daggers for this, because, you know, many years ago, it was important to have a different speed dagger in the offhand or something like that. And frankly, I don't understand enough about rogues to really know the difference, so I'm using the two of the same balanced heat seekers, which may not be ideal. If you know how to play a rogue, you know, give me some suggestions. I could probably use it. All right, okay, no, Gartham, this is not a good thing. They've stopped coming. Yeah, it's a calm before the storm. All right, complete the quest. Cutscene! Something big's happening. The full moon. How dramatic. Oh, I love that. Here comes, what is it? It's not Crowley. It's the guy who really can't stand Worgen.
Look at what you've become.
I should remember this. We only just talked to him.
Cursed beasts. They've left you nothing more than just another wretched mongrel. Do you even remember what you did to your friends?
I don't have any friends. I just kill people at random without any remorse. And that was the way I was before I got turned into a Worgen.
We found you. They've kept you alive because they still believe
I love the dogs
you
too.
can be saved.
The bloodhounds are
To
amazing.
which I must ask, is there even a shred of humanity left within you?
That's a very impressive looking beard, I have to say.
Perhaps.
That was an impressive monologue.
Find out soon enough.
Ooh, okay, so what is this called? Dark Flight? Yep. Godfrey. Sorry, Godfrey, I forgot your name for a minute.
Gilneas will prevail.
I need you to pull through, Gartham. Stosa's just strong enough to kill a horse. I missed the part where Godfrey said, "Oh, nope, it's policy. We have to put him down." And Greymate just rebuffs him like a boss, because, you know, he is a boss. Okay, now one of the things I dislike about Worgen is what most helmets look like on them. I mean, just, that looks like a bad pair of Lycra pants. You know, that's just not fooling anybody. Like, gee, I wonder who's wearing the mask. Is it a gnome? No. I know, it must be a Draenei. No. I mean, just, it's not really hiding anything. So, You know what? Shoot. What I used to be able to do is just hide it from there. I've forgotten since we have transmog stuff. All right, I'll have to do it later. And here's where Godfrey puts some serious toot on. Suppose that means you're more human instead of you. It means the human inside of you is controlling them. I guess I won't be shooting you after all. Well, thanks, I guess. Speak to Kren and Aranis in Duskhaven. I'll keep my eye on you, buddy. It worked. By the light, it worked. Don't talk about that light, mister. The effects of the curse cannot ever be fully cured as far as we know. With treatment, however, your mind will remain yours, not that of a wild animal. Alright. We'll need to continue your medication if we're to have you reverse the cure. I will need another mandrake essence. Okay, I never really paid attention to that. Okay, profession trainer. This is where I decided what I'm going to do here. So, this guy here is a criminal who has no problems about killing people. So, I don't necessarily think picking flowers is going to be his gig. I do skinning for everybody, but they do have a benefit of faster skinning as a Worgen, and he wears leather. But he could also sell stuff. Okay, so I think I'll do skinning. Yep.
Farewell.
What? How many things of skinning did you teach me? Up to 315. Well, that's good. Alright, and what else am I going to do? Am I just going to be gathering? I think maybe I will do gathering. I'll do skinning and mining. How about that? I remember back in the day when mining boosted stamina and skinning boosted crit, but those days are long gone, sadly. Okay, now I got to sell some stuff because I don't want any bag space. Can I do track minerals? Yep. Alright. Samantha Buckley, how's it going? Did I need those shoes? Nah, I don't need those shoes. Click too quickly. Alright, sell that and sell that.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Thanks, you too. You know, I think what I need to do temporarily is hide the camera. I'm going to turn off the camera. Alt F6. Let's try that. Okay. Alt F6. Okay. So hopefully you can still hear me. Because, yeah, it looks like the microphone should still be there. But what I was going to do is get to my mount because I'm going to be lazy and use my chauffeured mount because every self-respecting Worgen criminal needs a mount chauffeured by Franklin Martin. I mean, only the best for this rock puppy. So we're gazing warily at the horizon, at the, what's this? Oh no, it cannot be. Those look like Forsaken ships. Not that, you know, I know what a Forsaken is because my king turned his back on Lordaeron before Arthas took down the city, but not that they're going to hold that against us. Gnosis is being invaded. Bring word back to Dusthaven's mayor, Gwen Armstead. What's this? Forsaken assassin. Step back, you cur. Okay, Franklin. I'm ready to go now. This is totally not in keeping with my backstory, but I'm not going to walk. Sorry. There's the mayor. Forsaken, quick! We must mount a defense. I agree. Okay. Make sure he doesn't get himself killed. I'm afraid he might be a little reckless in his current state. Yeah, you reckon? After being invaded by werewolves and now undead, it's not a really good day for the citizens of Gilneas. What is that? Liam Greymane without a shirt now? What is it with people in this city? Do nobody wear clothes? Alright, anyway. Hold the line. We're going to kill a great many of these motherless Forsaken. If they're motherless, how did they come to be in the first place? Okay, sorry, I'm not going to go there. There's barrels of gunpowder. I have a crazy idea. It might just work. Or it might get you killed if we're not careful, I suppose. I like those kind of plans. Sneak, 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 sneak. Hi! Oh, good gravy. This is gonna I want to be able to stab him once and just rip him to shreds, but sadly, that's not the state of balance at the moment because of scaling and all that. If I could go back and change that, I mean, I suppose they had to have scaling in order to let people choose whichever regions they wanted to play through. I do really like that, and I don't think you would have been able to do it without introducing scaling, but I don't like the impact it's had on how slow and sluggish it feels like our attack power is and things like that. So I do wish they'd tone that back a little bit, but something tells me it's here to stay. Okay, I'm going to sneak through here. G'day, Horde Abomination. Have some gunpowder. How long does it take to pick up a barrel? I suppose it looks like a pretty big barrel. Okay. Although, having said that, I'm now going to, chuck it 15 feet through the air, and yet it was so heavy it took me several seconds to pick up. That doesn't really make sense to me. But I'm suspending reality because this is a work of fiction. So maybe gravity is just way stronger here. Although having said that, then how can things fly? Anyway, I'll stop with that now. Okay, you look like you need a gunpowder hat. Barrels smell like gunpowder. And there you are everywhere.
For my people.
Hold the line. I'm talking to you. Don't run away. I failed to defend my people in Gilneas City. It seems the fates have given me a second chance. I will not fail again. Just like old times. What, you hung out with criminals in old times? That's very unbecoming of a prince. You and me, Gartham, we make a great team. Great to have you back. Sure. Seeming awfully chummy now. Okay, speak to Gwen. Okay. Alright, Franklin. Shall we go?
What can I do for you?
Great news. I sent the remaining militia to the shore to meet the Forsaken force. Head on. You got it, Chief. I've been told Godfrey has commandeered the storm cellar. Okay. Godfrey belongs in a storm cellar. The coward. Okay, so I'm heading this way, yeah? Okay, cool. Off we go. So no mining anywhere so far. That's disappointing. Hello, horsey. Docile sheep. I'm glad it's not an aggressive sheep. That could be potentially disastrous.
Speak.
The Forsaken are here in full strength. We barely have enough men to hold them back. No hard feelings. You might be a feral killing machine, but it looks like you're with us for now. Wow, gee, thanks, Lord Godfrey. You're just full of praise. Okay, gonna put the fear of the Worgen in them. Oh, now you're wanting me to leverage my Worgen side. I thought you thought I was flea-bitten Mongol. Okay, We want to board the Forsaken ships. Got it.
I've got a bad feeling.
Rescue Cynthia, Ashley, and James. Oh yeah. Let's send the really scary looking monster to get the
Customers only.
frightened children. That sounds like a good plan. Too scared to do it yourself, Godfrey? Yeah, I thought so. Okay, sneaky, sneaky. And boo! Your mother's in the basement next door. Get to her now. Would you trust somebody who looks like this if you were a little kid? Yes, just go into that dark and dangerous looking basement over there. Would I lie to you? After you just finished watching me pull out my blood-covered knives and just kill somebody without a second thought? Oh, little girl. That's just creepy. I'm sorry. Why can't you, like... Are you one of the good Worgen, mister? Boy, you're really, really brave for somebody who just saw most of their city be ripped to shreds. Okay. Franklin, this is taking too long. There's nothing to it. No, I don't want to... Ooh! Cheap shot. Where did that come from? Alright. Cynthia, it's not safe here. Go to the island's basement. Oh, sorry, that's me talking. You're scary. I just want my mommy. You're the sensible one. That's I think, yes. Don't take the Worgen seriously. Always question somebody who looks big and scary. Oh, there we go. The first mining node we've had all on this character. Yay. Sneak, 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 sneak. Hello. Oh. Do I want this node? Okay, I'll get it with the next one. Okay. Here we go, and launch. Hope I don't miss. That would be embarrassing. Okay, now we need to kill Captain Anson and Captain Morris. G'day, Captain Morris. I'm sorry I'm going to have to kill you now. Well, you've already died once, so you should be used to this. Sorry for my slow stabbing. I'm still a low-level Worgen here. There we are. What do you got? 12 cents? You're a captain and you only have 12 cents? I suppose you're undead, but still. They need to give you a raise. Although, scratch that. You're dead again. Don't need a raise. Hello, Clarice. That's a movie I actually have not seen before, so I probably shouldn't be quoting movies that I haven't actually watched. It seems a bit disingenuous. You know, I like using these big words on account of being Gilnean and using Victorian vernacular and stuff. Sneaky Pete! Whoa! Okay. So I will stab you in a moment. I just want to mine this nice looking copper vein over here. It looks more like a nub of copper rather than a vein, but who am I to judge? I'm only level 3 in mining. Okay, here we go. And launch. Hello. I'm gonna start to feel really guilty if I fall in love with rogues. I'll have a definite crisis of morals and ethics. I need another target. Wow, those are really bright cobwebs here. Hello, Forsaken Sailor. Wow, that's a really brutal... Okay, here we go. So which one am I using here? Cheap shot. Stuns the target for 4 seconds. Awards 2 combo points. That's brutal. It's such a shame that momentarily where we are now is going to be underwater. Sorry, did I say that? I have immense foresight as a rogue. No, it's because I've actually played through here many, many times. Unleash the beast. Not bad. It's a good thing you're on our side. Yeah, don't you forget that. You might be a bloody beast, but you're our beast. Well, now you're being rather chummy with me, aren't you? Gloves of the Two Birds. That's an interesting name. My children are safe. Oh, they were your children. Okay, as mayor, don't forget that. I've got a lot of stuff I could use some pardons with. We'll talk about that later.
Farewell.
Farewell. Use the Mastiff Whistle to help you slay Dark Ranger Thalia. Thyala, okay. Handpicked Dark Rangers. Wow. For being handpicked, she's not a very high level.
Pop in anytime.
So I'm just going to ride up in my noisy chauffeured motorcycle with a sidecar and then sneak up at the last minute, because I'm sure as a ranger who can see far and pay a lot of attention to the slightest bit of changes on the wind, she's not going to notice that at all. Release the hounds! Oh, I should have maybe done that first. There we go. Where's my puppies? This does feel an awful lot like a feral druid, which is nice because I'm used to that rotation. What I played on my other rogue, the one I leveled during the invasions, I did as outlaw, and it's a cool spec. I like what does Blizzard call it? The class fantasy, or the spec fantasy of it, with the pirate, ethos and all. But I actually, so far, I really quite like Assassination's rotation, all 3 buttons of it. Gee, I wonder what this enormous crack is doing in the ground. It's probably nothing. I'm going to go down here into the basement again where I can't see what's going to happen.
What now?
That should take the wind out of their sails. My goodness, something's shaking outside. We better go look and see what it is. Go outside and see what's going on. I was just thinking that. Great minds, Godfrey.
Fine taste, I can tell.
Alright, so I'll sell that because I've got better stuff. Sorry, I mean, I was a lovely present and all, but I just pawned it. Oh my gosh, it just split right along that same little crack I was looking at before.
For my people.
The ocean that swallowed everything, the land forsaken, our men. I know, it's terrible. Anyway, okay, rescue 4 drowning watchmen. Only 4? Oh, jeez, I guess we got to make tough decisions when you're Prince, but, there's a lot more of them out there. I could probably rescue more than that. But, anyway, alright, I'll leave the rest of them. I don't think I can carry more than 1. I sure hope this is like, community service to make up for all those illegal things I did. Maybe you can mark it as time served, given your prince and all. That'd be pretty handy. Half-naked prince, but a prince nonetheless. Okay. No need to thank me? Actually, yeah, there's a need to thank me. You should pay me for this. I'm not a paladin. I do stuff for money. And power. Or both. That'd be good. Both is good. God, I'm already nearly level 10. That's handy. Actually, I have to take that back slightly. I do think that it did get... There was a bit of an outcry about how slow leveling was when Battle for Azeroth first came out, and I do get the impression that they tweaked it a bit. I'd love to see it tweaked a little bit more, but okay, I don't need mana. I'm not a caster. Ooh, nearly there. So, we've escaped death through dumb luck, Garthan, but luck is running out. The coast is becoming flooding even as we speak. From the look of it, the landmass beneath us hasn't quite settled yet. Are you a geologist? You sure you're not just a prince? Hate to say this, but we have to leave. Cannot lose my homeland twice in one lifetime. Okay, I need to look that up because I don't know when the other time that you lost it was. I'm sure there's a book around here somewhere. I really do like the novels of WoW. I really quite enjoy it. And if you haven't read them before, I particularly like the stuff by Christy Golden. I love her work. I think it's amazing. Poisoned Knife. Okay, I'll just put that one right there. I'll put the poisons here. Coat your weapons. Okay, so I only have to do it once. Right, excellent. So when you drive it deep into somebody's back. Yeah, okay, so I'm actually going to stay with assassination because this feels pretty nice to, you know, stab people in the back and make them die in agony. Ooh, I could do battlegrounds. I suspect it's not going to let me do that until after I've escaped. Okay, level 15 is when the bonus comes into play. Taking a minor detour to get this copper vein. Franklin! Chip chip. Sorry, Duskhaven villager. I'm hooning around here. Nearly ran you over.
Get gabbing or get going.
Get gabbing or get going. Okay, we have to spread the word about the evacuation. Grandma Wall, she's amazing. I love Grandma Wall. Do not lose your patience with her. Her mind is old and she's not entirely lucid. Got it, Chief. The Hayward brothers, they don't make it to town very often except to trade their fish. Okay, they're fishmongers. And the Crowley Orchard. You got it. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to just take the opportunity to smelt some stuff. Let's put that up here. Smelt copper. And while I'm smelting it, I'm going to quickly duck out. I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. And what I'm also going to do very quickly... Oh my god, the ground is shaking! Okay, Alt F6 brings me back. Oh, and there I am. Alright, I'm getting the shortcuts all down pat. Brilliant! I can't remember what that's a reference to, actually. Alright, let's go help. I always help Grandma Wall last. I feel bad for that, so I'm going to go help her first, because, among other things, she's just awesome. I love Grandma Wall. I will take a detour for this node over here. And even though I'm right next to Lorna Crowley, hi Lorna. Oh, there's another node over there. Oh, it's so close. Yeah, alright, I'll grab that first. Now we'll go help Grandma. Sendris the patient. I'm not patient, I'm really violent. I wonder if there's a title called The Violent. Oh, there's The Bloodthirsty, but I am a long way off of that one. Okay, so sorry about running through your clothes here, Grandma Wall, but there is a note of copper over here that has my name on it. Not literally, metaphorically. Get gabbing or get going, Grandma. Alright. Hi, how's it going?
What's your story?
A visitor! Are you staying for tea, sweetheart? I would love some tea, Grandma Wall. What kind do you have? Leave now? No, I was waiting for tea. You distinctly offered me some tea. Okay, well, if I must, I must, but will you be a sweetheart and find something for me? I've lost my favorite book. After you explain the gravity of the situation, Grandma Wall shakes her head condescendingly. Dear, just find the book, will you? Okay, yes, Grandma Wall. Can't say no to Grandma. Gotta respect your elders. Oh, there it is. Linen wrapped book. Found in the garden, apparently. I found your book, Grandma. How's it going, dear? Will you be staying for tea? You offered me tea before, and you refused to give it to me and just sent me out in the garden for a book. I'm really cross at you, but I won't say that because you look like a nice old lady. Why, thank you. I hope you didn't peek. Where are your manners? I didn't peek. He was in the garden. We're surrounded by undead people. Okay, sorry. If you think I peeked, I won't do it again. What was that you wanted to get? Oh, right, the evacuation orders. Well, I can't be expected to go out in public like this, can I? Go get my good clothes. They're on the clothes line outside. You struggle in vain to convince her that what she's wearing will do. You young people truly have no manners. Were you raised by ogres? No, I was an orphan. Thanks for reminding me. Now go get my clothes. Okay, fine. Okay, wandering over here to get her clothes. Okay, now there was something written on that I wish I could see because I think it would have been entertaining, but because they don't put quest items in your inventory anymore, I can't read it. Thanks, Blizzard. Okay, found your clothes. Oh, wait, now I can. You're not quite sure, but this looks identical to what she was wearing. Well, who am I to judge? You're a peach, Garth, and thanks. Aw, you're welcome. Right, the evacuation. I just cannot leave without my cat. He's an adorable orange tabby. Okay, I will go and get your cat, but then we need to flee from the zombies. Okay, maybe they're not zombies. Maybe it's being a bit rude to refer to them as zombies, even though they are trying to kill us. I will try to be a bit kinder. Oh, there's Chance. He's looking awfully... Oh, no, he's not looking dead. He's looking awfully lifelike. You leave that cat alone. I'll be taking this cat. He seems to work as the perfect bait. Prepare to die. Oh, do not mess with my kitty, you son of a mongrel. Okay, Grandma, you're a Worgen too, I see. And there's Kitty. Right, with a rolling pin. Okay, I'm terrified of you now, Grandma. I will do whatever you tell me to do. Okay. See, how do you... Wait a minute. Okay. Now, how is it that I am still not yet able to turn back? Can I do that yet? Have I gotten that ability? Dark Flight, Viciousness. No, I'm not seeing the ability to change back into a human again. How is it that you're able to turn back into a kind and decent looking grandma and I can't? I think that's favoritism. That's horde bias. Wait, are you horde? No, you're not horde. I guess that argument doesn't work everywhere. Okay, Granny's mallet. What does Granny's mallet look like? That looks pretty fearsome. What do you do exactly, Grandma? Okay, anyway, it's worth more than the other thing, and I'll probably hawk it. So there we go. Are you ready to go now, Granny? You're just standing there. Come on, it's sort of important that you go. Okay, I'm just going to assume that you're going to meet me there, okay? Oh, you just... Okay. Are you guys two in cahoots? Look at that. You just walked straight past a Forsaken Scout, and you didn't do anything to each other. I'm thinking that you guys are up to something. You're obviously a Horde spy. I'm telling. What's your name? General Generic Duskhaven Watchman. I got my eye on you. Actually, you know what I might do? Just because it will help leveling that little bit more, and I will probably, if I continue to play this character, make a fortune when I get to max level. I'm going to ditch skinning, and I'm going to replace it with not herbalism. Yes, herbalism, the flower picking, because you get experience for that, and I like experience when I have 120 levels to level through. Okay, excuse me, castaway. Castaway? Seriously? No, you're not a castaway, you're an invader. Call it what it is. Ooh, that got me a lot. Okay, I'm just gonna tiptoe sneaky over here. Excuse me, castaway. You're not a castaway. Your boat's just right over there. I can see it.
What can I do for you?
You here to give us a hand? What, you're working on your boat while everybody's fighting around you? You are a brave man, Sebastian Hayward. Sure, I'll give you a hand. Not quite shipshape. Okay. Evacuation, you say? Yeah, on account of the undead people who are fighting your family. Okay, unfortunately our boats didn't come out from the last earthquake unscathed because the water was affected by tsunamis, perhaps. Need some additional supplies. Okay, you got it. Washed up. We have to kill some castaways. Oh, now you notice the castaways.
See you later.
I think you're just inconsistent. How do you like that poison? What, you're going to let me just hide even though you're all looking at me having just killed your friend? Okay, I'm not judging you, Forsaken, but you seem a little bit scatterbrained. So what is this doing? It's 5 nature damage every 1.8 seconds, give or take. I wonder how many times I'm going to forget to apply my poison in the future. I'd say quite a few. That's just a guess, but... Excuse me, can I have that thing behind you? I guess I better kill you for it. Even though it is just a... what am I getting here? Barrel of coal tar. Your life is not worth more than a barrel of coal tar, I'm sorry to say. Because you're not alive anymore, right? You're just undead. You're having a bad day. But then again, you are invading my home, so it sort of evens out. Cast away my butt. I think you're lying about that. And some planks of wood. There we go.
Hey there.
Not quite shipshape. Ooh, and you gave me a bag. Thank you. And a repair belt. Boy, you're a champ. Okay, Franklin. Thank you very much. I'm just going to have you drive through the water. If you could just do that, that'd be great. Thanks. Ooh, and just stop by the copper vein. Wow, and an ogre? Jeez, you Gilneans are doing it tough. Oh, okay, sorry. There's another... apparently I can just go right through trees. I didn't realize it must be a rogue thing. The other thing you used to do, and now I'm going down memory lane with herbalism, is they had a thing that would let you, I think it was a healing? It was an ability that you had where you, I don't know, draw life from the earth in a way, or, and it would, maybe it was haste. I think it gave you a haste buff. I don't know, I'm not remembering that right, but I do miss those times when there was a benefit to selecting a gathering profession above and beyond what you were able to obtain by gathering it. I'm a bit sad they got rid of that. It was just another incentive to keep up with it. Having said that, I do like the changes that they've made where you don't have to level through several expansions worth of stuff, and if you want to just do the stuff for Cataclysm, you can, and not do it again until Legion. I think that's a good change. Stand back, don't make me. Is it you by the light? Oh wait, Lorne? Oh, yes. Yes, you were the very serious-looking one who was shooting at that guy who bit me. Yeah, thanks for that, by the way. Okay, listen, Gartham. We're not going to make it very far without transportation, are we? Well, I do have Franklin, and there's a sidecar, so you and me might, you know. Okay, well, we'll take your horses. Fine, I'll go get your horses. Are you telling me that I missed this? I distinctly remember coming through here about 10 minutes ago, and this node was not here. The geotectonic upheaval must be even more serious than I thought. Okay. So now, I think you were telling me something about, you know, a rope or an ogre horse or something. I just sort of clicked through it. Oh, yes, there it is. Okay. Yeah, 1. Actually, no, I've got 3, 4, 5. And I'm just going to assume the rest of you are just going to follow me. In my headcanon, you're all safe because you're all important and special. Don't you forget it. My Little Pony and me. I got your horses.
Make it quick.
Okay. I'll make sure Duskhaven gets them. You got it. Speak to Gwen Armstead in Duskhaven. Okay, so saving the horses might have saved the rest of the town. Okay, so, oh, see, okay, this is where it fits together. They got plenty of carriages, but not enough horses to pull them. You got it. I'm heading back as we speak. But before I talk to her, I'm going to smelt this copper because it's not so urgent. It's not like the earth beneath our feet is falling away and there's Worgen and other sorts of creatures like trying to kill us and all that. I'm going to take the time to smelt these 32 bars of copper because, you know, it boosts my skills. I do really love the fact that I don't have to constantly look for people to teach me the next thing. Well, I can level up to 300. I still will need to learn. Okay, well, I don't need to learn all that stuff. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, Cleveland, Northrend, Outland. I still have to learn this stuff, but I'm not going to hit 50 and then go, oh, shoot, I'm going to have to learn this before I can smelt anymore. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, so. Are you still in here? Wow, dude, don't you know what's going on outside? You guys should really just, you know, sort of make a run for it. Gathering profession. Herbalism. Yeah. Yeah, teach me about flowers because I'm gentle like that. Yes, okay, so am I searching for flowers? Yes, I am.
Keep your chin up, eh?
Ooh, what's this over here? Peace Bloom. That sounds useful. Herb gathering. See, 285, and now you see one of the reasons why I was doing this. Are you telling me the same node is popping back up again? I just farmed this about 20 minutes ago. Alright. I'll take it still. I'm just going to jump down here. I'm getting distracted. I know it's just 5 more minutes, Mom. I know we have to evacuate, but there's more stuff to pick. And see, it's, you know, it's making this purple bar advance, which clearly is more important than living. I'm going to end up, like, swimming all the way around Azeroth at this rate. Okay, Garrote the enemy, causing damage over time. Okay, got it. Garrote Hellscream. A bit of Orc humor there, sorry. Actually, I'm not sure that this guy would even know who he is, given that this is taking place during Cataclysm and Thrall was still the head of the Horde. It's really, really confusing to me. One of the big issues that breaks immersion for me is the fact that when you quest, you go through like many different expansions worth of content. So, for instance, you create a Pandaren, you level it through Classic, and then through, you know, like where the Dark Irons hate each other, or as a Dark Iron, you can level through where the Dark Irons are invading. Although, having said that, that still works because not all the Dark Irons have sided with the Alliance. Excuse me, I'm just mining here. Will you leave me alone, please? Anyway, and then you go on to Outland as a Pandaren, which you can't possibly do because the Wandering Isle hadn't been discovered yet. And then through, you know, it just doesn't make any sense. There's no cohesion. I know there's really no easy way to do it. When you, I bet you when Blizzard set out to make World of Warcraft, you know, 14 years ago, they didn't think it would last this long. But, you know, when they talk about the importance of immersion, your quest, the way that you quest as a new player is just all over the shop. It just, I'm sorry, it just is. So, I don't know. I don't have any idea how you would actually fix that, but it definitely breaks immersion for me. Sorry, that's my little rant, all finished. Are you sure you know how to drive, Franklin? You're just running over carts and foxes and... I mean, I know we're escaping, but geez, have a bit of compassion for the landscape and all that. I'm getting so distracted by all this farming. I'm sorry. We're meant to be following the storyline here. I'm finding just heaps and heaps of stuff I can actually farm, and it's, you know, look, all this purple bar is going up. I can't ignore the purple bar. It's guides my existence, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Okay, maybe not. Okay, every time I think to myself just one more thing, I see something else that I need to pick for mine. It's a vicious cycle. See? I'll go, okay, just this peacefulman. Oh, wait, sorry, there's a copper vein up here. Okay, this is the last one, I promise. Crowley stable grounds. Doesn't seem very stable to me. Ah. Yeah, sorry. I'll be here all night. Okay, sorry. I know you were just talking to me, and I just wandered off to pick flowers and mine ore, but now I'm seriously here.
Any friend of Greymane is a friend of mine.
Yeah, well, I'm a good friend of Greymane, so then you're obviously a friend of mine. Okay, so it's time for everyone to head to safety. That includes me. Really? Even us criminals? All right.
Watch your back.
Sorry, Franklin. You were useful, but I gotta leave you here. Later. Ooh, this looks like a nice, sturdy built wrought iron gate we've got here. Are you just gonna sit here, or are you gonna actually go through? Hello. The door was open. What's going on? Do I have to? Oh, I'm in charge of the horse now. I'm not in charge of the horse. Wow, something really odd is going on here. I thought I was steering. Now I'm not steering. I think this horse is a bit sick. No, you know what? He's just spooked. Maybe I'll pat the horse. Can I pat the horse? No, I can't. Now are you going to go through the gate? There we go. Good pony. Actually, I'm going to pet you now. Good pony. I need to be petted? No, I was petting the... No. Just going to ride Franklin up here. Glad you followed me around, Franklin. I do appreciate that. Can we just stop and appreciate this foyer, this entryway with this beautiful, you know, candelabra right next to the stained glass with the light shining through. It's just beautiful. I'm going to clap. It's beautiful. Isn't it stunning? Yes, it's stunning. Okay. Sorry. Queen Mia. Yes, hi.
Can I be of service?
I understand you were crucial in my family's survival. Yes, I was. Okay, you ought to speak to the king. You got it. I'm going to use this dark fly here because, you know, why not? Just run up those stairs quickly. Oh, you're looking melancholily into the distance. Melancholy, is that a thing? You're gazing sadly into the distance as if reminiscing about good old times before the werewolves and the zombies invaded and you had to leave your homeland. Be right there. Just hang on. Look at what's become of Duskhaven. Okay, let's go to the cutscene. How much is left? Okay, well, make sure you share it with Maddie. Okay, how much have you drank? Half of it? Okay, well, you guys discuss it. There's still enough for you to both have it. I don't want you having big glasses anyway. Yeah. Okay, so you can have a bit more. All right, I think this is a good stopping point because this is going to get even hairier and crazier into the next phase of things. So I'll pick this up again in the next stream. I hope you've enjoyed it. I don't think I will stream every moment that I'm playing this character, so I will be jumping ahead a bit. But so far, my takeaways from this are Assassination is pretty fun. I'm enjoying this. The leveling speed is going fairly nicely. So no complaints, and it's good to be back in Gilneas again, even though we're fleeing for our lives. So I will see you again soon. Take care. Talk to you soon.